Welcome to the video of rock formation. Before going to rock formation, we will understand the structure of earth. The earth interior has been divided into three parts. As we move the earth deeper and deeper, the earth density is varying, as well as the temperature of earth is also increasing. The earth interior is divided into three parts: the crust, the mantle and the core. Firstly, we will understand the crust. It is the uppermost layer of the earth. Its thickness is around 55 to 70 kilometers. The crust is subdivided into sublayers. First is sial. It is the composition of silica and aluminium. It is the upper continental crust. It consists of layer of rocks like igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic rocks. The second one is sima. It is the composition of silica and magnesium. It is lower continental crust. Its thickness is around 22 km. See the picture of oceanic crust and continental crust. Oceanic crust is dense as compared to continental crust. Now we will move to the second interior part of the earth, the mantle. Its thickness is around 2865 km. The seismic activities take place in the mantle. The third interior part of the earth is core. It is separated from the mantle by Gutten-Weichert. It does not transmit seismic activities. Its thickness is around 2300 km.
We will discuss about types of rock. Basically, there are three types of rock: igneous rock, sedimentary rock and the metamorphic rock. And we will furthermore discuss about igneous rock. Igneous rock derived from the Latin word ignis, which meaning is fire. When you hear fire, you immediately think that the rock has some connection with the fire. So, igneous rock form when volcanic eruption occur. Igneous rock form when magma cools and crystallizes either at the surface of the earth or inside the crust. Igneous rock can have maybe different type and composition. Depending on the magma they cool from. For example, two rocks from identical magma can become either rhyolite or granite, depending on whether they cool quickly or slowly. And we will discuss about types of igneous rock. When volcanic eruption occur, magma exits from the volcano, and those magma which cool on the surface of the crust is known as extrusive rock, and those magma which cool inside the volcano is known as intrusive rock. While in intrusive rock, magma cools and solidifies very slowly, and it takes millions of years to cool in the chamber of the pre-existing rock. Slow cooling allows the magma to grow very long with visible large crystals.
Hello guys, Previously you have learnt about the types of rocks, that is igneous rock, sedimentary rock and the metamorphic rock. Now we are going to discuss about the sedimentary rock. So basically sedimentary rocks are the types of rocks that are formed by the accumulation or deposition of minerals or organic particles at the earth's surface or within the water bodies. So the process that causes various organic materials and minerals to settle in a place is termed as a sedimentation, and the particles that are responsible for the sedimentation process is called as sediments. So before being transported and deposited, the sediments was formed by the weathering and erosion from the source area and transported to the place of deposition of water, ice and the water movements of glaciers, which are called as the denudation. So basically denudation is the transfer of sediments from one place to another. Now we will go further. So these rocks are formed in 4 ways: deposition of weathered remains of other rocks, secondly accumulation and the consolidation of sediments, thirdly deposition of the results of biogenic activity, and the last one is precipitation from the solution. And the next one, so these are some common sedimentary rocks. First are limestone, chalk, clay, sandstone and shale. And the types of sedimentary rocks are organic sedimentary rocks, clastic sedimentary rocks, and the last one is chemical sedimentary rock. So now I'll tell about the organic sedimentary rocks. So these type of rocks mainly comprises of coal, limestone, which are formed by the accumulation or deposition of dead plants and the animals in their rock layers. And the second is clastic sedimentary rock. This type of rock is formed when rock layers are formed due to the mechanical weathering of different types of rocks. And the third one is chemical sedimentary rocks. These rocks is formed when there is a chemical reaction between the minerals present in rocks forms, cools down as precipitate and converts the rock to over a period of time. So now we will see about the uses of sedimentary rocks. Limestone is used to make cements, and the limestone and sandstone are found in building stones, and quartz is a type of sedimentary rock which is used to make glasses, and the last one is rock gypsum is used to make plaster. Natural gases, oil, coal, uranium and some other energy resources are formed and come from sedimentary rocks.
I will explain it. Metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rock started out as some other type of rock, but have been substantially changed from their original igneous sedimentary or earlier metamorphic form. Metamorphic rocks from when rocks are subjected to high heat, high pressure or hot mineral rich fluids. More commonly some combination of these factors. This is a picture of metamorphic rock.
We will see about interconversion of sedimentary rocks and igneous rocks. So let's proceed. Before that we will see how these rocks are formed. So igneous rocks are formed when magma cools and make crystals, while sedimentary rocks are formed by accumulation and deposition of mineral or organic particle at earth's surface, followed by cementation. So cementation is basically hardening of the sediments. Now we will see the conversion of igneous rocks to sedimentary rock. We will see how igneous rock is converted to sedimentary rock. So on the surface, basically on earth's surface, the igneous rock, due to weathering and erosion, break down into pebbles, sand and mud, creating sediments. Now these sediments accumulate on earth's surface and layer after layer comes here. Due to this, the bottom layer gets compressed, hardens and forms sedimentary rocks. Now we will see the conversion of sedimentary rock to igneous rock and also metamorphic rock to igneous rock. So what happens is these rocks, due to thrust, get deep inside the earth, and due to earth's heat they melt up. When they melt up, they form magma, and when this magma cools down, we can get igneous rock once again. So this process is also called rock cycle, and it takes millions of years to complete. So now we will proceed further to study rock cycle.
So today I am going to explain you about the rock cycle. So the rock cycle is basic concept in geology that describes transition through geological time among the three main rock types, that is igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic. Rock type is altered when it is forced out of its equilibrium condition. For example, an igneous rock such as basalt may break down and dissolve when exposed to atmosphere, or melt as it is undergoes certain condition. Now here is a representation of how rocks form, break down and processed in response to changing conditions. So now we will look how a rock cycle looks like. So here is a diagram of rock cycle. Here igneous rocks, when undergoes weathering and erosion, is converted into sediments, and which further when undergoes lithification is converted into sedimentary rocks, and further when it goes under metamorphism is converted into metamorphic rocks, and when it is further goes under partial melting it converts into magma, and when it undergoes under solidification it is converted back into igneous rocks. So this is a cycle which is interrelated to each other. Now we will move further. Now we will discuss about magma. So magma is created by melting of rocks above a subduction zone. Less dense magma rises and cools to form igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are exposed at surface, gets weathered and into sediment. So this is how an igneous rock is formed. The rocks are exposed at surface, gets weathered and it forms into sediments. Sediments transported to low area, buried and hardened into sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks heated and squeezed at depth to form metamorphic rocks. So metamorphic rocks are formed when sedimentary rocks are heated and squeezed to depth to form Metamorphic rocks may heat up and melt up to depth to form magma. So when we heat up and melt the metamorphic rock, it gets converted again into magma. So that was all about rock cycle, and we are concluding the presentation here. Thank you.